Kevin, you motherfucking avatar. You better start the fucking after the show now, motherfucker. Avatar ass bitch.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
I was posting up photos on our Instagram, trying to get all that up. So we've just been bombarded with some great costumes. So I want to get that up there as we talk about this so people can go and check it out. There's so many good ones. Well, they only let you do 20, though, on the gram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're at 20 that popped up, but doesn't mean they're the best 20. They're just the first 20 that made it into the whole thing. I could probably do about 8 different posts of 20 each because we had so many people there and so many great costumes at the KVJ horror movie premiere on Saturday night for Chat Room at the Maltz Jupiter Theater. It was a good time.
It was. I like seeing people dress up as stuff from the show. It's really cool.
I love the creativity, too. Somebody just sent me in my DMs a whole bunch of pictures of all of us, but it's only the back of our heads.
Yeah, they told me they were going to do that. They said I have to get a picture of the back of y'all's heads, like Virginia does.
She got everybody the back of their head. I was rolling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a lot of fun stuff. And got a gazillion different great emails here from people sounding off. One from Christy said, I had a great time at the movie premiere. A lot of great inside joke costumes were seen. I love dressing up as the puka shell Kev. And there she was when I had my blonde hair, was wearing a puka shell necklace. Of course, love the beady eye glasses she has on there.
Amazing.
That adds to it.
She
White tank
really
top.
did great.
Yeah, she did. That was one of my favorites. Maybe my overall favorite was the Magnolia Black Cloud. Somebody was dressed as Magnolia in Florida State gear, and then her husband was a Black Cloud. Thought that was absolutely amazing.
Work was put in, and it is not going unnoticed.
Mm-hmm. Had just some basic ones as well. Haley, just wanted to say my husband and I had so much fun on Saturday. We drove an hour from Fort Lauderdale. It was very much worth it. They did the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce costume right there.
Adorable.
It works. Yes, absolutely. Also, Jim had good time on Saturday. What an electric evening. Thanks to all of you and the 700 rabid KVJ Nationers that were there. I was amazed and surprised when I got my KVJ text photo taken. Jaybird and Denny's were right there in costume and posted it with me.
Aww.
Thank you guys so much. I always love Jim. And Jim comes from Broward as well. So there were a lot of people that were making a very long trek to get to North Palm Beach.
Oh, Jim was in full reporter mode, and he was asking questions.
He was.
Adorable.
He was. Very nice. And Deidre. Shout out to Barbara Sue Allen from Fort Pierce, dressed in the Witch Nose Cute Toes costume.
Adorable.
Yep. She bought extra tickets and graciously left them for me at will call.
Aww.
How about that? So that's really cool. Just so many cool people out there. I got an email from Michael. My wife and I came out. She was the pregnant piñata.
They were awesome.
Yes.
What a great idea.
That was a great costume as well. My wife is 8 months pregnant. We're expecting our second daughter November 15th. Probably a little sooner, though. So that's great. Thank you for coming out there. And he said, what a trooper for her coming along. Also, we got one of the 6'7" costumes right there. Tracy had sent in. She got that. Got a nice cold beer in her hand, too.
Love it.
Yep. Doing so much good stuff. Great seeing you out there, Tracy. Also, we got Casey and Bobby. They came out. She'd been listening since she was 19 when we were back on Wild 95.5. Thank you so much. So she's been right there. And she said, you know, I got to spend a couple minutes with Kevin's daughter, Caitlin, who genuinely is just a beautiful sweetheart. She was telling us the Mexican Queen was there. And it struck me how loving, supportive, and genuine all your families are. Ralston, Sinicki's, Pennikins, Dewars, all of them. So, yeah, we've got a great support system even within our own families. So they are very accommodating, and they love the nation as much as we do, and it's great to see them out there.
And they help us, too. You know, behind the scenes, they do wonderful stuff to make the brand better.
Yep.
We're lucky to have them.
Julie said, thank you for a fun Saturday night. So grateful you guys are in my car with me every single morning. Meeting you in person was such a joy. You're every bit as kind, genuine, and down to earth as I'd hoped you would be. So it's very cool. She said she had gone through a really tough time a few years ago. And as we get older, it feels like we lose more friends than we gain. I lost 2 of my friends within 6 months. And it was in a dark place that it sent me. But listen, you guys helped pull me out of it. So we love that. And that's why we do what we do. So appreciate that. Also got Kristen from Stewart. She said the premiere was great. Great job, everybody, especially you, Bird. Everybody had an awesome time. It was also fun. The Discord platform was launched as well. If you haven't checked that out, download and search KVJ Show to connect and chat with everybody during the after show. That's kind of a new thing we're doing. Cesar is doing a great job of kind of keeping that thing going. So there were a lot of people who were connecting on that and sharing photos and so just kind of a cool little thing. It's another platform that's out there. And Cesar was emailing, too, that they were doing a little bit of a watch party of some of the older KVJ horror movies. So that's something you could do. In fact, they're hoping to do one. They said our server could host up to 300 people. So there might be a watch party for the new chat room movie once we get that up on YouTube.
Love it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of really good emails there. Jaber was dressed as his 9.5-foot tall werewolf. Which was fantastic. That looked good. Virginia, she did her Cubert costume, but forget to install armholes. So your arms were just inside this big orange ball.
And it was like what was holding it was chicken wire, but I had to cut it myself. And so I look like I got in a fight with a wild cat. My whole back is all scratched up from the chicken wire.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Okay.
And as the night went on, I just cared less and less. And so, yeah, I got a little scratched up every time I took the costume on and off.
Yeah, you're in it, you're out of it. All over the place.
Yes, it was a lot.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So hopefully soon here we'll be able to get to a place. I think there's some tweaks that still need to be made to the movie before it gets posted on YouTube, but that'll be a project that we're working on trying to get up there as soon as possible.
It's a runtime of 147, so it's pretty long. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's too long for the people or not, if I need to cut that down, but
I think when you talk about YouTube, it's kind of nice. People like seeing themselves.
Yeah.
No,
just keep it as then.
Yeah.
Get that, just throw that up there and make that happen. So I think people like to see as it is. Yeah, I thought it was good. It was kind of fun because, myself, Virginia, and my daughter Caitlin, you were trying to find the best place to watch, and we don't want to be too far from the stage. We want to get there right after the movie, and so we kind of watched it in a little back hallway. So it was kind of interesting as we were watching. You could hear people's reactions
Yeah.
to all the scenes, and it was cool. Suits made a cameo in there, and I heard a lot of people that were hooting and hollering when Suits popped up on the screen.
Love it.
Yeah, and all the cool little individual roles. So it was a lot of fun. It was a really good time. And all the other previous horror movies are up on our YouTube right now. You can go and find those. Lauren, she said, been a listener the last decade since I moved here from upstate New York. And my husband and I were out at the Green Market on Saturday and saw Kev with the Queen and Caitlin. My husband so badly wanted to say hi, but I was a total pussy. And I was like, no, we can't bother him during family time. Let the record reflect I'm a giant pussy. But no, I always tell people you always come up and say hi, no matter what's going on. I don't care if I'm eating or whatever's going on. There's never a time where you can't come up and say hello.
Let's take a picture.
Yeah, I mean, as long as my pants are on.
Yeah. Come up to all of us.
Yep. That's it. So, yeah, do not sweat on that. But, yeah, it was nice. There were a lot of KVJ Nationers out there I did get to say hello to on Saturday. It was kind of cool to see. And I heard somebody say, gosh, it's like, I thought I was going to go out here and not meet anybody, but it's kind of like a communal thing. Everybody in the community kind of comes out, and it's a nice little place to go.
It's a great grain market. There's so much stuff.
There is. That's just it. Anything from seafood to honey to I got salsa.
Plants.
Yeah.
Smoothies.
Acai bowls.
Breakfast.
Yeah. They really had it all, so you can get a lot of stuff.
Are people drinking? Yeah. They have beers and stuff out there, too?
Alcohol I did not really see. No, I didn't.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I didn't really see that. I figured you'd be crushed. Lots of coffee, but yeah.
I mean, 10 a.m. beer is perfect.
You're right. I don't know what people were thinking. Curtis, he sent an email here. He feels my frustration with the Miami Dolphins dropping to 1-5. they show little glimpses. They're up 13-0, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to get comfortable. They're going to find some way.
They're going to come from above to get behind.
And then they'll get behind. Then they'll come back and they'll take the lead for a hot second. You're like, okay, all right, this feels good.
They'll
and then
trick you.
Then I saw the Chargers driving at the end of the game. I'm like, they're clearly going to go down, kick a field goal, and win this thing by 2 points. And they clearly went down, kicked a field goal, and won the game by 2 points. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so the 1-5 Dolphins go play the 1-5 Browns in Cleveland coming up on Sunday. And that'll be interesting. I just wonder, Stephen Ross, the owner, like, when does he say enough's enough? You dropped to 1-6 after losing to another 1-5 team. You'd think that would be it, but I don't know. He might just enjoy sucking. I don't know. Maybe
there's some plan that we don't know about.
Yeah, I think what it is, Curtis here said, I'm a native Floridian. I've been a Dolphin fan since 1985. And just year after year since their last Super Bowl appearance, it's like the last 40 seasons. They have only 13 winning seasons, is just 11 playoff appearances, and only 7 playoff wins in that time. I think the Dolphins have become about the most depressing NFL franchise now. They're down to the bottom, at least I know, when it comes to the last time since their last playoff win. And you could argue that they are maybe the most pathetic franchise in all the NFL. And it is sad.
Fins up?
Fins have been down.
Fins down?
Fins down. Fins have been down since 72, basically. It's been rough. Marino had a few moments in there that you could get excited about, but it's been rough. The last of which was 25 years ago when it took overtime to beat the Colts. Back in the year 2000, they were so pathetic, I become apathetic. I'm finding myself now rooting for Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. That guy plays with so much passion and intensity, like a Brett Favre type scrappy, and just finds a way to win or at least be competitive. They're a fun watch for sure. Yeah, I think that's part of it. Yeah, there are many teams that I root for that lose, and I'm okay with it as long as you have heart and you're out there and realizing you have some limitations. You just don't even really see that from the Dolphins. There's just nothing to really
It's flat.
Well, and it's just game after game, and it is tough. Like, I didn't even put the volume on in the game because I just find myself, I'm like, no, I don't need this. I was glancing up, and I was like, all right, they're going to find a way to lose. And sure enough, I looked at them, like, yeah, they're going to lose, and they lost. It's kind of the way it is as a Dolphins fan. You just kind of expect the L's now. Linda, she wanted to get a call him out here. She said, I'd like to call out StubHub's purchasing for tickets 2 months ago for my daughter. I wanted her to go see Billie Eilish, her dream artist. They send tickets the day of the concert, 4 p.m. are ready. Click on the link, nothing. My daughter has to drive to Miami, which it was raining. It took her and her girlfriend 3 hours to get there. Got on the phone with StubHub. In the meantime, just told my daughter to start heading down there. I was told either they would get us tickets or a refund. I ended up purchasing more tickets because I couldn't sit and wait to not be guaranteed that my daughter would get tickets because they could not guarantee.
Oh, boy, what a mess.
The stress level was so high, and all of a sudden the other tickets appeared 45 minutes before the show. So now I try to sell those tickets. Yeah, just communication problems. I just wonder, when I was a kid, the ticketing system was you would go to record stores or music outlets, places that would have them, and you would buy a physical ticket.
Or the guy getting a trench coat in a parking lot.
Yeah, or you would do that and you'd pay whatever. But there was something about it. I don't remember the crazy processing fees that happened. I don't remember bots. There weren't anything known as bots that were going up there and putting them on secondary sites and jacking the prices. It just seemed like almost a better system. And I wonder if technology has really made ticket buying better or it's made it worse.
It's worse. It's absolutely worse.
And I just wonder, with some things, I think we're finding out that, maybe we need to have a hard reset and go back to manual just until we can get the system right. And I wonder if concert tickets, maybe that might be one of those things that would make everything different.
Can you imagine not having your tickets and you have to start driving down to the venue to go to the show and you're just hoping your tickets pop up in your inbox?
I do wonder
if... It makes no sense.
Some of the newer stuff, will it go back to older ways because it's just more simpler and easier to kind of do?
Yeah, I that's one of those things. I don't know enough about it, and I really kind of want to get in on it because I realize I don't fully understand. I've seen some reports, and I had to reset my thoughts on, just what's going on with the cost of tickets and, all that stuff. Because I know there's some companies doing some good stuff. I think a lot of it might be the bots that are in between. I'd seen that video that Kid Rock had put up last week showing a device that shows you're an actual person. That seems to be it, at least right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the concert tickets, and it seems like it's the technological thing, and it's the bots in the middle, and these people spinning them and putting them up on third-party sites. It's creating a lot of confusion. The thing I was impressed with our Chris Stapleton tickets on Thursday, it corrected itself, and my wife got a notification in her wallet that, hey, your tickets have changed. She's like, the concert's in January? I'm like, no, the concert's tomorrow night for Chris Stapleton. She's like, it says January 11th now. And I was like, dang. And that's when we went on and found that he had postponed the show. But we found out immediately and got an alert. So that was convenient and nice. But that's about the only positive I've seen sometimes with the digital tickets.
Now, what happens if you can't go to that show? Because it's a Sunday.
Yeah, I guess you just try to, sell them back or put them on another market site. I don't know. So I need to, if anybody has any really insight on the concert industry and what's causing the problems, and is there a better solution than what we're doing? Now, there has to be a yes to that. It has to be better. Maybe they need to develop more technology, or like I said, we need to just say, you know what? This ain't ready for prime time yet.
Right.
Let's reset and go back to the good old days. Would it kill us so much to go to a record store? Well, we don't have record stores. Or what would be a ticket outlet and get a hard ticket? I don't know. Possibly. So anyway, she's not happy with the StubHub thing. And Daisy said this weekend, I was returning my cart at Trader Joe's. There was an employee putting away another cart who saw me and asked if I was returning it. She thanked me so warmly, and I thanked her too. It made me realize how rare that must be. People are just too entitled these days. We're all in this together, guys. If you can do something to make somebody's life a little bit easier, why wouldn't you take a moment to do it?
It's crazy how many comments it was opposite. People get paid to pick up the shopping carts versus people like that saying it's kind to do it and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's such a major debate.
It's turned political.
It's political, absolutely. I know.
Which basically just means everything's so complicated.
Right.
Everything's so complicated.
And it's a fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that, I think it starts off as a fight and then it turns political.
Talking a little bit about coffee here today. And when I was at the Green Market, I saw a line for that Pump House coffee. I'm like, what are they putting in that coffee? Because it probably, if I guess in the way it was moving, how many people were in it, probably would have taken you 45 minutes.
Dang.
Yeah, at least a good 30 minutes to get through it. And I'm like, well, I don't care if it's the world's best coffee. I don't think I'm doing a 30-minute line for it. But
That's a long line. They better have Kahlua back there.
Right. It did strike up the curiosity about what makes it so good.
We got Kahlua back there.
Yeah, we do.
I'm new to the game, so I don't know what's great coffee. But some people gave some really good suggestions. Grant, who knows his stuff, he said, newer coffee place on Okeechobee. Looks like it's Cali Coffee. You can check it out, calicoffee.com. C-A-L-I is how you do the Cali, like as in California. And I'm also trying to perfect my recipe for how I take my coffee. I don't want any kind of added sugars and gunks and ton of calories and all that. Right now I'm putting a little bit of dark chocolate in it. Kind of melts that all up, gives it a little bit more flavor. Put cinnamon in there, a little bit of nutmeg. That's kind of what I got. A little bit of oat milk, kind of whipped up.
Like half a Snickers bar.
And some people have different stuff. One person that Catherine sent to me, this guy has got his anti-cancer morning coffee. Okay.
Anti-cancer.
It's organic coffee, coconut cream, MCT oil, chocolate collagen, cinnamon, vanilla, monk fruit, and a pinch of baking soda.
Wow, that's a lot.
That is a lot. And I don't even know how you come to all that stuff. And where do you get all those supplies? I guess you probably order them on Amazon.
It's complicated.
It is complicated.
It's going to take you like an hour and a half to make your coffee.
Well, even what I just mentioned with mine, I'm like, gosh, it's now like an extra 10 minutes. I'm like, I got to start budgeting, try to get my coffee ready to get out the door.
I know I sound like a moron, but you have to teach me how to use our coffee maker.
It is tricky.
I was looking at it, I go, bird, don't even try it. You're going to rip it off like a grizzly bear.
It didn't take much, but even mine, we have maybe a Keurig or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it's got a little pod, and you hit the button. And when I found out, you got to kind of pop it back up because I do a double. I hit it once, it fills up, maybe a half cup, and then I do another one, but you got to kind of reseal it again. And you can get 2 good cups of coffee out of 1 pod, and then you got to recycle them out. So that I
Okay.
found out. But it's like when it takes a hot minute to figure out how it goes and then get it going.
Were you drinking it? Did you have any drinks at the premiere?
Yeah, I had Virginia. They hooked us up with a nice beer. Had a Blue Moon,
Okay.
which is good. Kind of gravitated back towards that. It's a refreshing little beer. So yeah.
I think I only had 1 drink, and it was from Danny and Megan.
Yeah, Danny and Megan bought us around.
Sometimes things are so chaotic, you don't have time. You ever have that where, well, maybe not you, Virginia.
No, I always work it in.
Yeah. Priorities, right? Make sure you're doing the right thing there. And Elena said, we drink San Pellegrino Chow. It's a sparkling water with 5 calories and 0 sugar. We get all the flavors, including lime, peach, cherry, and blood orange. You can mix it with vodka, tequila. Order from Amazon on subscription, so it's cheaper than in store. I've tried that out. I've had, I think, the San Pellegrino regular water. Not a huge fan of just sparkling water. You ever had that?
I have.
Just sparkling. Do you like sparkling water?
I don't love sparkling water.
It feels weird. Because I'm like, water's not supposed to be sparkling.
I don't like it.
No, I'm the same way. It doesn't do it for me. So.
Ask me if I like sparkling water.
We know.
Yeah.
Just ask me.
Do you?
Shit, no.
AD, who listens now from Dallas, Texas, great town. They go with the Poppy option, that soda. There's no artificial ingredients, no chemicals, low calories, and they offer them in mini cans now. Poppy.
You still doing the weed, or I'm not even sure if you were trying the weed drinks. Have you delved into that world yet?
Yeah, I've had a few of them, and I enjoy them okay. They kind of hit me about the same way the tincture does, which I like the feeling. It just kind of relaxes you, but you're very well in control, but you're just not.
You're not out to take TVs and smash them on the ground.
Yeah, you're not doing anything insane. You're not pulling a Mark Sanchez. You're just kind of cool. You feel good, but you're in control of your faculties. It just kind of takes the edge off.
It is weird though, because it's in liquid form, and that's how like that nowadays was. And you
Right.
think you're drinking a vodka or something, but you're not. You're just kind of chilling out, man.
And
Yeah.
it takes how long to hit you?
Doesn't take me long.
No, those are quicker. When I have those, probably at the longest 20 minutes. But it could be, I've had one and probably within just 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, it's settling in a little bit. It's faster. The tinctures that I do, that's the tricky one. And sometimes it must be a body chemistry thing.
I think it is. I think it's all depending on what you're eating and what's in your body and how much you slept the night before. I think there's a lot of factors.
It can be anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours to, I'm not even sure that it even hit. Or I did, I'm like, I'm not even sure I felt anything.
The worst is when you go, you'll take something at 7:30, go, oh, this shit's not hitting. And then all of a sudden, 10:30
Right, yeah.
Shit, it's just too late for this to be
It
hitting right
does.
now.
And I do the exact amount every single time. And it just, it's a real hard thing to factor out.
It's so weird that it burns different and it's the same amount.
Same amount every single time. And
That's weird.
I'm even regimented on, of course, pretty much like exactly when I take it. It's like within a 10-minute window every single day. So I'm doing everything you would think. My diet never changes. That's boring like everything else I do in life.
It's so weird.
Yeah. So it's a harder thing to figure out. But yeah, I have already gotten rid of doing these sodas with the stuff, and I've gone to at least the Zevia. So that was one quick change. But I'm going to continue going down the route of other different little drinks that don't have artificial sweeteners in it. And Lena, she had said too, I heard you talking about sports drinks last week. Download the Yuka app. I'd had that for a while. How accurate did you find that?
I like it.
I'd had it, but then I don't know why I got rid of it. I was like, there was something about it. I think somebody kind of ratted it out and said it's not real accurate or something like that. For some reason, I deleted it because I remember I had it when we talked about it a couple of years ago, I think it was now.
Well, and on the app, if you do it for free, you do have only a certain amount of times you can do it for free.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
And then it wants to get you to subscribe to it.
Yeah.
But I found that it was adding like an hour to my grocery visit because I was scanning everything and then comparing and then kind of like going a little psychotic with it.
You could. The only thing I think it would make sense is like for me, I'm not sure how anybody is, but for the most part, my diet's stable. It's a lot of the same stuff. But every now and then I switch it on, be like, hey, let's try something new. And so for that, the Yuka might make sense to be like, okay, are you going too crazy on this Audible you're throwing into your diet? Or are you okay? But yeah, everything else, you're right. It would drive you mad.
It actually was adding too much time to my grocery visits because I was getting so obsessed with it. I was like, you got to reel it back in. You're starting to lose your mind.
I know what it's like to lose your mind in a grocery store.
Yeah. And Yasik was saying, Zevia is a drink, in case you're wondering. It's made with stevia.
Stevia in the Zevia.
And they have different kinds of flavors that you can get. I pretty much just stick to the ginger ale that they have because it's mainly just a way to mix drinks for me.
Ginger ale and Cherry 7-Up, two of the most underrated sodas out there on the market.
Cherry 7-Up?
Cherry 7-Up and ginger ale. Okay. I love ginger ale.
Yeah, no, it's great, honestly. And it you may not think it mixes great with tequila. It actually works out really well with whiskey, Jameson and ginger.
Yep,
it's a great drink, and it works with. It really works with everything.
Now and I never can keep it straight because there's three real main players, unless you want to count, your generic shit, which by the way is pretty darn good.
You love it because of the extra sugar.
The Publix ginger ale is very good, but there's one I love, and then there's one that's kind of shit, and then there's one that's mid. I think it's Canada Dry is the one I love.
Canada Dry I like. Schweppes I don't.
Yeah, I think me and you agree on our ginger ale, but let's do a little ginger ale video.
All right.
That sounds like at least 12 views.
Yeah.
What a shitty video, Bird.
And got Mike here, who's giving us a dilemma. If you had to give up one for life, which one goes? Pizza, tacos, French fries, burgers. Giving up one.
Probably French fries.
Okay, French fries for you.
Because am I being a dick by cheating, saying I'm a tot man? That's kind of cheating. That's not respecting the game, is it?
I don't know. I mean, it's
fries and tots are different.
Okay, then fries are gone.
Because you can supplement and do the tots. Feels like you're winning.
You don't actually lose at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To me, the burgers and fries, that's not a tough one for me. Because I don't really like, it's carby. Don't do a lot of carbs. And I tried doing just the burger. I don't know. That's so unsexy to me. It's so unsatisfying. I don't know. Like some people just do it. Or they do it like it wrapped in lettuce. I'm like, what am I doing?
I saw one. I was like wrapped in lettuce and some bullshit cottage cheese on the side. What fucking burger is this?
I've cooled on burgers a lot. So yeah, between tacos and pizza, gosh, that's what's a little bit tougher.
You can't get rid of those. I'm sorry. You can't get rid of those.
I'm going to get rid of burgers too because it's just too much.
Okay.
I can't do all that bread. It's a lot of meat too when you break it down.
Yeah, to me, I think the real debate is tacos or pizza. What are you giving up?
Tacos.
That's exactly what I brought for food up to the VIP room on Saturday night. For all the actors that were in the movie, tacos and pizza.
Yeah, tacos, I love them, but nothing beats pizza for me. It's my number one.
If you get tacos and pizza, 99% of the people are now happy with the food.
And they're all going to fart a lot.
So if you're giving up one between tacos and pizza, what goes, Virginia?
I'm so sorry, Jay Bird.
I get it. You're not a pizza person.
I would give up pizza before tacos.
Yeah, I think I'm the same.
Because you can have more diversity with the taco. You can do like a fish taco.
Sure.
You can do like steak or ground beef or chicken.
Yeah.
There's so many things you can do that make it a totally different dish.
Yeah.
And there's so many Italian dishes that are kind of the same. Like if you get a calzone with some pizza sauce, in a way, it's sort of like a pizza.
It's pizza adjacent.
Exactly. I know
Yeah.
there's ricotta in there.
Mm-hmm.
Ricotta.
Ricotta.
You're the worst Italian.
I'm pretty bad. I don't mean to be. It's just a hole in my swing.
Yeah, so right now, what are you giving up? Number one thing people are giving up is fries. 44% said they're giving up fries. What's surprising to me is the second thing they're giving up.
Pizza?
Tacos.
Tacos.
Yeah, so pizza's got 45% of the vote. Tacos has 23%. Burgers has 18, so pizza wins. So, boy, people love burgers. So pizza is number 1, burgers 2, tacos 3, and fries are 4th. The easiest one to give up.
There's somebody in my neighborhood, man. I'm not sure what house it is, but when they start grilling, holy shit, my nose like a hound. I'm trying to find where they're at. I can smell it from inside my house.
I smell it.
By the way, Mike is in our building here, where the radio station is. Got our address. He's just on the 3rd floor, so come on up to the 5th and say hello sometime.
Yeah,
Bring tacos and pizza.
party with us.
That's right.
You could deliver your email.
Yes, you could.
Hand deliver.
You could write us a letter. Nope, nothing. It's all good.
Snipers.
What just happened?
When the sniper really does get him, we're not going to know because we've been so
Yeah, you're trained now to not react when he...
Nothing to see here. I'm in my prime.
And Clara said, I'm a dental assistant for 24 years. What the bird talked about, where cold actually made his toothache better, is actually a thing. When you have a nerve that's dying, there's actually a point in the process where cold actually helps.
It was the only thing that saved my ass until I got in there. Still very sore. Very sore.
But it's not dry.
Oh, no, it's not dry. It just, my mouth hurts. It it sucks.
It does suck.
Clara said she got a horrible toothache on a Friday night, of course. And to make things worse, my doctor was out of town. The only thing that would work was ice water. Well, in the process of drinking ice water all night long and part of the morning, I consumed so much water, I inadvertently lowered the sodium in my body and had a seizure.
Oh, my gosh.
Then when the seizure hit, I fell, hit my head on a counter pretty hard. I woke up in the hospital 24 hours later with a huge knot on my head, but the toothache was gone. Good times.
Yeah, that's...
damn.
I ended up drinking so much water that day that I threw up. That was pretty cool. Poor Denny's.
To go with everything else?
Yeah, I was just like, Denny's, I saw the whole thing. He's like, man, it's really rough, dog. I feel real bad for you.
And we were talking about anesthesia earlier, and Alexis said, yeah, I had double hernia surgery when I was 21, and during the operation, I woke up in the middle of it looking at the anesthesiologist. They looked at me, and they said, oh, and then, boom, went back out again.
Yeah, I don't want that. That to me is like, whoa. I don't want to be awake for any part of my surgery.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's what I thought as well. I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
I think that's rare, right? To wake up during surgery?
I don't know the numbers on that.
I think it's rare, but I don't ever want it to happen, especially if I'm getting brain surgery. Holy shit, would that be rough?
Please, Lord, let me just be
brain
out.
surgery, they don't put you out, actually.
Okay, so that's even more horrifying.
Yeah, brain surgery, you stay awake the entire time.
Cool.
Because they got to, make sure that I guess they're not hitting anything. I've seen people that are playing guitar and stuff like that while they're doing their brain surgery. I think they just numb it and then go.
Am I allowed to watch Netflix while it's going down?
You probably could. Yeah, I mean, they didn't seem like they were in any pain or anything. They're just chilling. I'm like, it's the most insane thing. You can see them working on their actual brain.
Oh.
And they're just sitting there playing guitar or whatever. You're like, what the hell is this?
That freaks me out.
So, yeah, if I was allowed to play guitar while I was getting brain surgery, that would distract me to a certain point. And then all of a sudden I'd go, oh my gosh, they're in my brain. Oh my God, they're in my brain. Oh my God, they're in my brain.
I think they want you using your motor skills some way to make sure that they're not clipping something or other that all of a sudden your right arm goes, nerd.
So all of a sudden you're playing there, oh fuck,
Yeah.
and then my nice guitar breaks on the floor.
Oh my gosh, it's so dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, there you go. Well, another fun day. Thank you again to everybody who came out on Saturday night. Movie going to be dropping soon on YouTube. Get us those emails, mail at kvjshow.com. Enjoy your Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.